Park. Tonight, it's an NL Eastern Division showdown between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Atlanta Braves. It's Braves baseball on the show, and it starts right now. Dallas Keuchel is on the mound for Game 2. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, every team needs a pitcher like this one here. His numbers aren't going to blow you away. Career ERA just under 4. But one thing he does, he takes the ball every 5 days, throws strikes, and gives his team a chance to win every single time he goes out there. He'll be fun to watch in this one here today.
And he'll scramble back to first safely.
Batting second, the second baseman, Cesar Hernandez.
Digging in the switch hitter, Cesar Hernandez. He takes his first trip to the plate here, fresh off a 4-hit ball game a night ago. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. On the ground to short. This could be 2. There's one. On to Freeman. A double play. And now for a glance at the Phillies batting order in this one. Dero, how do they lock up a series victory here on the road?
Yeah, Matty, without question right here. This lineup's been struggling. Some bad approaches at the plate from top to bottom. They need the first 2 guys in the order to ignite this offense if they're going to have a chance of breaking out of this malaise.
Here's Bryce Harper now. No one on base for him after the double play.
Yeah, Matt, that 2-ball really changed the complexion of this inning. It looked like the middle of the order was going to have a chance to get a big hit with some ducks on the pond, but now they just have to try and get a 2-out rally started.
Hit in the air to center field. Inciarte's there, and the inning is over. Quickly go the Phillies. It's the Phillies nothing, Braves coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Nick Vincent will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, we look a lot at numbers from starting pitchers, walks to innings pitched, but one of the key stats I look for is whip. And he has a sub 1.30 whip coming into this start, which tells me he throws strikes. He's not afraid to get the ball in the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if he can string together some real quality innings in this one.
Lifted down the line in left, and this will wind up a foul ball. High in the air out towards shallow right. Under it is Harper, and Bryce has got it for the first out. And time now to take a look at how these Braves are lined up in this one. Dero, tell us about this lineup as they try to force a rubber match in the series.
Matty, this lineup is built on one thing. Their best tool is the fact that they have amazing speed up and down the lineup. I don't even think the third base coach gives a steal sign. I think a lot of these guys have the green light. So be on the lookout for that today.
Here's Nick Markakis now, the right fielder. He enters play at number 6 in National League batting average.
This isn't this guy's first rodeo. He's been in the league for quite a while now. This wily veteran is having a great year.
He's set. Here it comes. Here's a little chopper up the middle. Barehanded by Segura. It's there, and he's out.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. Lined into right, a base hit.
Hey, there's a nice knock by the 3-hole hitter. I know there's 2 outs, but they always say with your man coming up, the number 4-hole monster, as soon as he steps in the batter's box, there's a runner in scoring position.
And here's Ronald Acuna Jr. now. High in the air out to center field. Dickerson's there, and the inning is over. We'll move on to the second now at SunTrust Park with no score. And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. First delivery to him on the way. Fouled off. Well, boys, these Braves, as they take the field here tonight, they come in the midst of a stretch where they've dropped 6 of their last 9.
Yeah, Matty, you can't win when you're giving up that many runs. The pitcher was missing over the heart of the plate, not executing down and away, not brushing back anybody, making anyone feel uncomfortable.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning instead of foul ball. Now that's popped up. Throw to first to be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
All right, the Atlanta Braves attack you on defense this way. And I'm locking in on second baseman Ozzie Albies right now. This guy is an elite defender. Came up as a shortstop through the minor leagues until he dislocated his elbow. Has since moved over to second base, and also both sides of the plate. A switch hitter with this kind of swagger and this kind of defense doesn't come along often.
Here's Andrew McCutchen now, and there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year. Donaldson's up with it. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Batting 6th, the catcher, JT Realmuto.
Stepping up to the plate, JT Realmuto, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Line drive to left. Acuna is there, and it's a very quick inning as the side is retired. Phillies down in order. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Here's the third baseman, Josh Donaldson. He's a long ball threat, of course, currently number 4 in the National League home run race.
Man, this guy's been in fuego lately. A boatload of homers over his last 10 games.
Yeah, usually, Dan, guys get hot throughout the course of the season, but not like this. Hot and hot with damage.
And set up behind the dish is Gary Simmons, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
D-Row, this Gary Simmons, he's the kind of umpire that pitchers really like to throw to.
Yeah, I'm okay with it, though, Dan. You want to go east-west, I'll make the adjustment. It's the north-south that'll kill you.
The 0-2 pitch. Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to take. 0-2 fastball just off the corner, and I mean just off the corner.
Fouled away. The 1-2 gets him looking up around the letters.
So here's how the Phillies are positioned defensively. And this team, they're not going to be moving around as much as some of the new age teams. The shifting and moving the third baseman over second base and the right fielder to play third base. This is going to be your stationary team, trusting pitchers to execute pitches.
Here's the 0-2. Looked like the cut fastball there, and he got him to swing through it for the second out.
Batting 7th, the second
And that'll
baseman,
bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies. He comes into this one having hit safely in his last 5 games. Line to the right side, but a foul ball. Bottom of the second here with no score. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Harper has a read on it, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Braves. We'll move to the third with no score. Coming to the plate now, Corey Dickerson, as we are all set to begin the third inning in this one.
Dickerson.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Ball hit out to Albies at second base. He's right there. throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. So one gone now as we give you a look at where these two teams find themselves entering play in the National League's Eastern Division race. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he fouls this one off. Franco is unlike many of today's hitters in the sense that he doesn't have a lot of swing and miss in his approach at the plate. More often than not, he gets contact, and I'm sure that makes him a frustrating hitter to face from a pitcher's standpoint.
You know, he takes his chances when he has count leverage. Without question, 1-0, 2-0, you'll see this guy try and get nasty a little bit, but he stays within himself. He knows what his strengths are, and he tries to drive the ball right back where it came from.
Third inning, no score to this point. Fastball, and ooh, that ran in and drilled him.
Batting ninth.
Next up will be the Phillies pitcher, Nick Vincent, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Line toward the gap in left center. And the pitcher's got himself a base hit.
A lot of traffic hitting the base pass first and second with one out. I know you're looking for a double play ball, Dan.
No question about it. I think one of the things you like to do on a pitcher is try to jump on him early before he gets settled in. So far, so good. First and second looks like a big inning could be brewing.
Gene Segura standing in. Is swung on and driven out to right center field. A ball that's well hit. Back goes Markakis on the warning track. He makes the catch. The relay. And he'll go ahead and take third on the fly ball to right. So he's 90 feet away now with two men gone.
The second baseman, Cesar Hernandez.
Digging in to try it again. Cesar Hernandez. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third. First delivery to him on the way. Tried to hold back, but this is popped up. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. Comes set. The 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Here's the 0-2. Popped him up. Albies is under it, and that retires the side. Phillies leave a couple. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Matt Vasgersian, Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, the former #1 overall pick, Dansby Swanson, the first to bat here in the inning. Harper has a read on it, makes the play, one away. So in now is the Atlanta pitcher, Dallas Keuchel. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch coming, here it is. Just able to get a piece of that for strike one. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
Man, you don't see this in today's game that much. A guy who's willing to work east-west consistently with a great cutter two-seamer combo.
A swing and a ground ball to third. Bronco fields it cleanly. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
The center fielder, number 11.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Ender Inciarte. He flew out in his last at-bat. The 0-1 delivery. This is hit out to right. Does he have another 1, 2, 3 inning? He does. 7 in a row he's set down now as the side is retired. Braves are set down 1, 2, 3. We'll head to the fourth, still scoreless. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Bryce Harper, as we begin the top of the fourth.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Well, he's got him in the palm of his hand now. It's 0-2.
Hey, newsflash, guess where the next pitch is going after that ugly swing? I guarantee you he tries to get him to reach again.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out. So with that, let's call on the guys in the graphics department to put up the pitch speed comparison for the two starters. And as you can see, both starters working in the low 90s, 91 and 90, the top fastball velocities. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1. Set to deliver the 0-1. And a check swing here, but he pretty clearly broke the plane, and it's 0-2 now. Oh, break out the tape measure. That one is long gone. Rhys Hoskins with a solo shot. 12 home runs for him now thus far, and the Phillies grab a 1-0 lead.
Well, they were smart not to challenge him with a fastball, but it didn't matter. He's their big dog for a reason, so he waited, stayed back, and absolutely exploded through the zone on that one.
Now batting, left fielder, Andrew.
Into the box now, Andrew McCutchen. Weak grounder down the first baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. One run on 3 hits and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. Oh, and this at-bat is quickly moving from bad to worse. It's 0-2 now.
Wow, not sure what that was, but talking about having your mind made up you're going to swing before the pitcher even throws a pitch. I don't know how you swing at that pitch.
And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2.
Every pitcher gives up home runs, some more than others, but the best ones, forget about them as soon as the next guy digs into the batter's box. He showed me a lot right there by going after the next hitter and striking him out on only 3 pitches. The windup and the 0-1. And he'll try to hold back on the pitch inside, but he pretty clearly broke the plane that time. It's strike 2. Grounded down the third baseline. Backhanded. And a close play at first, but he's called out and the side is retired. But the Phillies strike. Riding in once again, Nick Markakis. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Here's the first pitch to him. Taken, but called a strike. Popped him up. And no one will track it down. Here's the 0-2. Slapped hard the opposite way, but coming on quickly is the left fielder to make the play for the first out.
The batter.
And while we have a moment here, let's look at the Phillies' road to the show report. 2 guys there that this organization has to be happy about right now. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. In there for strike 1.
He's getting a lot of first pitch outs, and it's really easy to see why. He's been perfect. 100% of his first pitches have been for strikes to hitters so far in this one.
Now batting, left fielder, Ronald Acuna Jr.
2 gone now in the Braves' half of the 4th, and that'll bring up the always dangerous Ronald Acuna Jr. Dickerson is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Down in order go the Braves. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Standing in, Corey Dickerson. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Center fielder.
First pitch on its way.
Dickerson.
Grounded up the first baseline. Freeman is up with it, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Good pitch right there to run the two-seamer in on his hands and bunch him up. And an easy ground ball is the result.
In now, Maikel Franco. As he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. He'll enter play here with an average just over 250. 9 homers and 28 RBIs. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1.
As a pitcher, you got to feel good that you had him out front. Even though he didn't pot commit on that one, it opens up a lot of weapons for you to go high fastball or throw even a better off-speed pitch.
Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Now a drive by Franco. Deep left field. Looking up Acuna. And it's gone as they add still another. It's a solo shot here for Maikel Franco. Number 10 for him on the year. As the Phillies have taken a 2-0 lead. Stepping in now, Nick Vincent. Hit down the third baseline. Two runs, 4 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. Hit hard back up the middle, and that gets through for a 1-out base hit. So the lineup card turns over with 1 away following the base hit out of the pitcher's spot.
He came to play today. Not just only on the bump right there. He's thrown the ball well, but on the offensive side of the ball, he's able to contribute and help this offense put itself in position to score some more runs.
Standing in now, Gene Segura, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Lifted in the air to shallow center field. Inciarte moving in. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Now batting, second baseman, Cesar Hernandez.
Now batting, Cesar Hernandez. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. From the stretch. Fly ball out toward left center field. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Phillies get 1 in the frame courtesy of this solo home run. Middle of the night here at SunTrust Park. It's now 2-0 Philly. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the Braves offense with their manager Brian Snitker during the commercial break. And he told me, overall, he's not happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've only managed 1 base runner in this game, so it's easy to see why he said they haven't shown much fight today. He's hoping to see someone step up and find a way to get something going, though. This game isn't out of hand, so it remains to be seen if they can snap out of this funk and climb back into this one.
Thank you, Heidi. And he will pull into second with a leadoff double. Finally, a little something for them to get excited about.
Yeah, a rally can begin with a single swing of the bat, and this might be their chance right here. They've struggled to produce a lot of runs, but there he is at second base. A shot to the outfield scores him. Then who knows what kind of roll they can get on. Got to take it one good at-bat at a time.
Tyler Flowers stands in as he looks at a called strike. Into right field, that's a base hit. And they'll get it in quickly. It's first and third now with nobody out.
the batter, number 1.
Hey, this has the
Second
makings of
baseman,
being a pretty big inning,
Albie.
D-roll. Leadoff double, now a
Albie.
base hit, and all of a sudden we're looking at first and third.
Yeah, sometimes you wake up, you just get smacked in the mouth right here. He's going to have to start executing pitches. He cannot leave a ball over the heart of the plate right here. He's going to have damage on his hands.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. In there for strike 1, 0-1. Looking at his career totals, Albies hits in the 240s, so there's room for improvement in that regard.
You know, Matty, I know his career batting average jumps off at the page, but this guy can help the roster in a lot of different ways. He brings value to the manager on a daily basis.
A bullet to first base. Tries to dance back into the bag, not in time to double off the runner.
Now batting, the shortstop, Dansby.
And next will be Dansby Swanson digging in. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First pitch of the at-bat on its way, and it's fouled away. Runners are at first and third, 1 away. Behind 0-2 now. Got him looking with the fastball as that had some two-seam movement to it. 2 gone. Matt Joyce will see what he can do off the bench as he'll bat with runners at the corners and 2 gone here. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, and that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball, reined in, and the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. Philadelphia is on top, 2-0. Luke Jackson takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 77, Luke Jackson.
Digging in, Bryce Harper. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
Freeman's got it, and he'll step on first for the out, 3 unassisted.
The first baseman, number 17, Rhys Hoskins.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Rhys Hoskins. 1 for 2 in the ballgame thus far.
It'll be interesting to see if they use that changeup in this at-bat. That last at-bat, that was a changeup he hit for a home run. I'm going to see if this time they don't go to more fastballs and curveballs.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Lifted in the air to shallow center field. Albies is there. And that's the 2nd out of the inning.
Boy, he showed some pretty good range heading pretty deep into the outfield to bring that one down. Thought the outfielder might call him off, but he clearly had it under control.
Into the box now, Andrew McCutchen. He swings and sends it in the air to right center field. Albies ranging into shallow right. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. So they go down without a whimper here. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. Phillies on top, 2-0. Here's Ender Inciarte, and Dan, he and his fellow top of the order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action. They just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
And quickly, there's one down to lead off the frame.
Now batting, right fielder, Nick.
In now, Nick Markakis. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. This is pulled into right. Harper back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone.
Well, this one was squared up pretty good, but just like pitchers give up hits on well-executed pitches, batters make outs on balls they couldn't have hit much better.
In now, Freddie Freeman, as he'll take a changeup here for strike 1. Behind 0-2 now. Swing and a miss. He struck him out with a two-seamer, and the inning is over. Braves are set down 1. Back here at SunTrust Park, it's on to the 7th inning now with the Phillies out in front, and it's a good time to check out our game summary through the first 6 innings so far. Chris Martin is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 51, Chris Martin.
Digging in, JT Realmuto will start the 7th in what's been a fast-moving pitcher's duel to date. Here's the first pitch to him. High in the air out towards shallow right. Markakis coming on. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
Now batting, the center fielder, Corey Dickerson.
So striding forward now, Corey Dickerson. No hits to this point. First pitch on its way. Sent on the ground out to second. Albies scoops it up, and that's the second out.
The third baseman, number 7, Michael Franco.
Into the box, Michael Franco. He went deep last time up.
Yeah, that last at bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile. But, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
Right at the third baseman, and that'll end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. But they hold a 2-0 lead. Now the Atlanta number 4 hitter, Ronald Acuna, hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out.
Yeah, pretty unlucky right there, Matty. Squared up a fastball nicely, and that's all you can do. You just want to be on time for the heater, and he's prepared for this next AB.
And that gets down and ought to be good for extra bases. And the Braves have something going right away. It's a leadoff double.
That's what you call a clutch piece of hitting. Down 2 runs, he puts himself in scoring position and brings the tying run to the plate. We'll see what they do with the base open here. This one's getting interesting.
Into the box, Josh Donaldson, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. In the air, down the line in left. McCutchen on the move. And he makes the catch in the corner. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base.
Now batting.
So a crucial moment here, and standing in, Tyler Flowers. But a single here could reduce the deficit to only 1. Drew Smiley takes the call from the pen as he'll try to get the final 2 outs of this 7th frame. Curveball, swing and a miss, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Hey, 2 pitches at the knees right now, and you're down 0-2. This is where you got to fight. I want to see a 2-strike approach. Maybe a little choke up, maybe a little fight up the middle the other way. Grind back into this count.
Locked him up with the off-speed stuff on that one. Tyler Flowers becomes the second out of the bottom of the 7th. Ozzie Albies is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1. Hit on the ground out to short. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. 1 left for Atlanta. They're still down. It's 2-0. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Jerry Blevins has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Now pitching and batting in the 7th spot, number 50, Jerry Blevins.
Logan Morrison is going to be asked to get things going here as a lead off the top of the 8th.
Morrison.
And not the greatest of starts to the at-bat as he reaches for 1 out of the zone for strike 1. He'll enter play here at an even 250. 5 homers, 9 driven in. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. Here it comes. And now a swing and a miss, and Morrison is retired for route number 1. Very brisk pace to the ball game thus far. 2-0 our score as you get a look there at the line score to this point in the contest. So the Phillies batting order turns over and set to go. Gene Segura. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. First pitch coming. Here it is. Hit on the ground out to short. Swanson picks it up. And quickly there are 2 away.
Now batting, the second baseman, Cesar Hernandez.
Into the box now, Cesar Hernandez. The head-to-head numbers against Jerry Blevins. He's gone 3 for 6. He's taken him deep once. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. First pitch curveball runs in a bit too tight. It's ball 1. Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2.
Wow, how about that? He was tempted to make a swing at that pitch right there. That was way out of the zone, but he just kept his hands back enough.
Here comes the 2-0 pitch. Swing and a liner. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield.
The right fielder, number 3, Bryce Harper.
And now Bryce Harper. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike 1. This will be pulled in out there at second base, and that'll be that. 1 left for Philadelphia, but they're on top 2-0. Jake Arrieta is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 49. Jake.
Into the box now, Dansby Swanson. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Here comes the first pitch. Line to the right side, but foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he lays off for ball 1.
That's a tough pitch to throw right there. That front door curveball just missed hitting that inside corner. That's a very difficult pitch. I'm not sure if he wanted to get that one down and away, and unfortunately that one stayed inside.
Tries to get him to chase the curveball away, but it breaks outside. 2-2 now.
Well, that's what you want from your curveball on 1 and 2. You start it in the zone and let it break out of the zone where it can't be punished. Didn't get him to go after it, but the execution was nice.
Fouled off. The 2-2 one more time. Is swung on and missed. Strike 3. Here's Echeverria now. His history with Jake Arrieta. He's just 2 for 9.
JD Echeverria.
Bases are empty. 1 man out. Here's a little chopper up the middle. Played on the backhand. On to first, and there were 2 down.
Now batting, center fielder, enter N.C. Arte.
And now back to the leadoff spot in the Braves lineup. Stepping in, Ender Inciarte. Only 4 outs remaining for them to try and rally back in this one. Curveball looked at here for strike 1.
Hey, boys, although I'd love to get all over this offense for underachieving, let's tip our cap to this pitching staff right here. They've been able to execute, working all 4 quadrants and keeping this team totally off balance.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Lifted the other way out to left center. Dickerson's after it. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Down in order go the Braves. They trail things here 2-0. Mark Melanson enters from the pen to start the ninth inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the ninth. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Rhys Hoskins. And if you remember, I'm sure he does, he hit a round tripper back in the fourth. No balls and 1 strike. Had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's 1 gone.
It's so hard to hit when you're behind the count 0-2, right? You have to protect for the fastball. You have to look for the soft stuff down and away. You're really at a disadvantage when you fall behind 0-2.
Standing in now, Andrew McCutchen. As he'll swing and pop it up toward the left side of the infield. Leaps high as he makes the catch. Well done.
Off the bat, that had soft base hit written all over it. But a nice snag there by the infielder on that soft liner that could have been a potential base hit.
Stepping in now, JT Realmuto. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. But it bends just foul into the second deck. A 1 pitch on its way. Grounded back up the middle. Swanson brings it in. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Phillies down in order as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Settling in now, Nick Markakis. He's going to lead things off in their half of the ninth as they try to avoid the dreaded shutout.
It's never a good feeling to get shut out, and over the course of the season, it's bound to happen a few times. They've just been overmatched by good pitching.
Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. One and 2.
Got him to chase after the curveball below the zone there. That was a really nice pitch, and it can be a really tough one to lay off of as a hitter.
Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. Another 1-2 delivery. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. Well, this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Hit hard on the ground at third. And there's 1 away.
Now batting, the first baseman, Freddie Freeman.
Now at the plate, Freddie Freeman. His history with Jake Arrieta. He's totaled 4 hits in 17 at-bats. 7 strikeouts on the stat sheet as well. Big slow breaking ball that drops in for a strike to start him out. It's 0-1.
Okay, I see where this guy's going, right? He wants to pitch backwards, a little 0-0 curveball. Don't be shocked if this hitter's sitting all over that same pitch right here.
Pulled high in the air out to right field. Harper has a read on it. 2 down.
Up next for Atlanta, the left fielder, Ronald Acuna Jr.
Ready for another chance? Ronald Acuna. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the ninth. No balls and a strike to count. Arrieta's ready. Here he comes 0-1. Taken, called, strike 2, and now they're down to their final strike tonight.
There seem to be different philosophies on it. So, Dan, what was your approach in 0-2 counts?
My philosophy is this. I think the last thing.
But this is taken in as a perfect metaphor to end this one, as that ball was hit hard, but the ball game is over.
Hey, listen, you don't always want your closer to have to go 2 innings on a regular basis, but in this game, it was.